Today I'm going to be breaking down the easiest strategy here at Townhall 10 so you can 3-star any base. So we've got 3 replays to show you guys today, and all of them are doing the exact same thing, and it's super simple. All we're going to be doing is bringing 8 lightning spells, 2 earthquake spells, and a couple of other spells just to help us get through the base. These spells are going to be used to take down the Inferno Towers. So mainly we are going to take down the Inferno Towers if, as you can see on this particular example, they are multi-target Infernos. Now you can still zap them out even if they're singles, but if they're single target Infernos, they're not going to cause witches too many issues, so you can potentially swap out those lightning spells for something else. But in this particular example, we are going to be looking at bases with multi-target Infernos where we can zap them out and we can crush through with witches. So let's jump into this one. You'll see all of these are actually going to be on hard mode, but you can do it in any example. You see, we're going to use 1 earthquake spell, 4 lightning spells, 1 earthquake spell, 4 lightning spells, and that is going to take down both of the Inferno Towers. So if we pause it up right there, not only are we going to be taking down the Inferno Towers, but we're also looking to take down as many other buildings as we possibly can. We're then going to go ahead and do the most easy thing you can possibly do. That's 1 golem one side, 1 golem the other side, and then draw a line with your finger of witches. We're going to get all of them coming straight in behind. We're then going to use the log launcher. Now you'll see we're actually using it slightly over to the right hand side here to make sure we open up as many wall compartments as possible, because that is going to be the job here of this log launcher, is to open up as many wall sections and compartments as we can. Now if we pause it up right here, clan castle troops. Now that is why we bring the poison spell. If you do have clan castle troops coming out on you, all you have to go ahead and do is drop down that poison spell and it's going to help you to get through them. Now you'll see on this particular example, we don't actually have too many troops unfortunately going into the core of the base. But this isn't the end of the world. We have a lot of witches going around the outside. They are going to make sure they clean up all those things, and of course they can shoot over walls. But we have super wizards coming out of that log launcher. We also have our king and our queen in the core of the base. The king going to be coming in with that epic equipment, the giant gauntlet and the rage vial, and the queen on this particular example going to be using the invisibility vial and the frozen arrow. But you'll see already this base is completely crushed. We honestly didn't need to do very much. All we had to do was put those lightning spells in, use that earthquake to take down the Inferno Towers. We then draw a line with our finger of witches, and we're going to get really easy 3 stars just like this one, even in hard mode. So jumping into our next example, you guys will see it is on a slightly different base, but we're going to do the exact same thing. We actually have 1 single target Inferno and 1 multi-target Inferno. So there's the 4 zaps and there is the earthquake spell. That means we have both of the Inferno Towers down, and then we can go ahead from the opposite Town Hall side. That's important. Remember, your log launcher is always going to go directly towards that Town Hall, so you want to put it in as far away as possible. We're going to get those golems in first to tank. We're then going to draw the line of witches with our finger, and then we're going to get our king and queen coming in behind. We want to use our king and queen slightly later in the center behind that log launcher to make sure they go into the core of the base. You'll see we're dealing with those clan castle troops a little bit earlier in this attack, but of course that is what the poison spell is for, and the log launcher has done its job, opening up lots and lots of compartments, meaning these super wizards can come straight in behind and they can tear through the base. We do have unfortunately all of these expos on the left hand side, but we have so many troops swinging around, this one shouldn't be too much of an issue. Plenty of witches up on that top section of the base, they are going to easily tidy all of that up. And the beauty of this strategy at Townhall 10 is there isn't too much splash damage. You don't have things like scatter shots to deal with. There is only really those multi-target Infernos. There's of course wizard towers and mortars, but they are not going to cause you too many issues. And if we speed through this one on the back end, you'll see we still have our king's ability and we have that queen ability, and it's important to try and get as much value as you possibly can. You know, maximize your king and queen's ability if you can. Ideally you want to pop it when the king is in the core of the base, but if you can swag them, yeah, why not show off a little bit? You guys will see queen and king both going to get popped off at the end there, and the expos are the final buildings to go down. Again, another attack here in hard mode, easily crushing bases. So I have one more example to finish off. So here we go. Again, we're seeing multi-target infernos. In this particular example, we're actually going to be taking down the enemy queen with those zap spells as well. Here comes the rest of the lightning spells, and here come the golems. One over here towards that right, one just down here towards the bottom, which is going to be coming in behind. There's the log launcher, and once we open up that wall section, I would assume, yep, there it is, we're going to see the king and the queen. We potentially could have delayed our king and queen slightly longer there to make sure they're definitely going to go into the core of the base, but it looks like they're going to be doing that anyway. Now the witch is already doing a fantastic job creating that funnel, pushing the majority of our troops into the core of the base. Poison spell, again, helping us to get through the defending clan castle troops. Now we did have a free spell on this particular example, and you want to make sure if you see your heroes or your log launcher getting locked onto, you can use that free spell just to help keep them alive for a little bit longer. But you'll see there is the king's ability going off in the core of the base, and of course the giant gauntlet is a fantastic hero equipment. It's going to do a lot of value, but if you don't have the giant gauntlet unlocked, you can use whatever you want. Another great option is actually going to be the earthquake boots. If your log launcher doesn't perhaps open up all of the walls you want, you can use that barbarian king's ability on the back end of the attack and open up a large chunk of the base, just making sure all of your troops will push through. But this, well, what can I say? It's another dominating 3-star, and yeah, this probably is going to be the strongest strategy at Townhall 10. There may be some of you out there that argue with me, but as far as the easiness of this strategy, you can't really find a strategy that is going to be more simple and easy to use than Zap Witches, because all you have to do, like I said, take down the Inferno Towers and spam your troops in, and you're almost guaranteed a triple every single time. So if you did enjoy this video and you'd like to see more like this here on the Town Hall, make sure you go ahead and subscribe down below. We have lots more videos planned in the future for all of the Town Halls. If you have any specific Town Halls you'd like to see strategy videos on, let me know down in the comments as well. Leave a like on the video while you're down there, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode here on the Town Hall.